Okay, my name is Deborah Dullo, a teacher and a trainer. For me, equity has various dimensions, but the general one I can say equity means fairness. In terms of gender, from my perspective, is that equity will mean being fair to both genders, whether female, male, or even the third marker now, we have intersex. It's just about how do we make sure everyone is on a level ground, not level in terms of levelizing everything, but in terms of making sure that we are fair in how we treat gender. So for me, equality is a result of equity. So when we come up with good measures in equity, then we'll achieve equality at the end.
My name is Ruth. I work at an organization that receives complaints on human rights violation. Equity is about fair access to resources. So in a workplace situation, I'd say it's about fair access to resources in an organization and also opportunities. So as a woman, when I say I want equity, I want to be given the same opportunities as my male counterparts. For example, if a promotion is coming up, I should be considered just as a male counterpart will be considered. And when it comes to pay, commensurate pay for commensurate work.
If we achieve equity, then it will lead to equality.
My name is Christina Arum. I work with the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights in the Economic, Social and Cultural Rights Division. What is the difference between equity and equality? The two principles are used interchangeably, but they do not mean the same thing. Equality means that we have access to the same resources and same opportunities as men and women. But equity, on the other hand, means that we take into account the differences between men and women and the needs of men and women, and make effort or put in place measures to ensure that they have access to the same opportunities and resources to achieve the same outcome. In line with this year's International Women's Day theme, Embrace Equity, we are calling upon each and every one of us in our own individual spaces to begin the conversation on equity. When we think of women as individuals with differentiated needs from men and from intersex persons, and to curate our measures, our actions towards ensuring that women then are able to access these resources and these opportunities, taking into account their needs. How can people embrace equity? For example, in the workplace, employers can take affirmative action measures, come up with policies that eliminate the barriers that women face, that tend to give men, for example, undue influence. And by doing so, then we ensure that men and women are not only equal, but that their differences are factored in terms of according them access to these opportunities and towards achieving the same outcome. Maybe just to add that even as we embrace equity in line with this year's theme, women are not a homogeneous group. And so as we curate our measures, as we curate our actions, we take this into account to ensure that no woman is left behind. Let's all together embrace equity, and happy International Women's Day to all. Thank you.
Embrace equity.
Embrace equity.
Embrace
equity.